Like I said, I understand that you shake your head. No, they think you know right.
No, y'all gotta speak.
I understand that, trust me, because I was the exact same way. I was like, no, this is not going to know. I'm not going to know Egypt. Follow the word of God. But I had to come to the conclusion, like I said, history is different than faith. Study history. Study around. Just, and I understand if you want to say grounded in the scriptures. Because that's what I did when I first, I stood grounded in the scriptures. Using the scriptures as a foundation to basically try to prove it. But again, I have to face the truth. And that does not mean that it takes away my faith in God or that or anything like that. It's just the truth. So we see, I'm going to go back.
What is your foundation?
I wish I had a board.
You rich?
I'll go ahead and do this song. I'm going to go. Psalms 120, verse 5. I just feel like that. 120, verse 5. We read Psalms 120, verse 5. It says, my soul, he says, how long have her dwelling with him that hated peace? I am working closely, he cries, that I sojourn in Meshketh. Now that word Meshketh is very significant because,
What verse is what you said?
120, verse 5.
That's not it.
Sorry.
No, wrong.
Woe is me that I dwell in Meshketh. But then when you read this, it says, I spoke of, so actually I'm just going to start at verse, well, basically, I'll just read the whole thing. Psalms 120, the song of ascent. In my distress I cried to Yahweh, and Yahweh, he heard me, deliver my soul, O Yah, from lying lips and a deceitful tongue. What shall I be given to you? What shall be given to you? Or what shall be done to you? Your false tongue, sharp arrows of the warrior, the crows of the burning tree. Woe is me that I dwell in Meshketh, that I dwell among the tents of Kedar. My soul has dwelt too long with the one who hates peace. I am worthless, but when I speak, they are abhorred. The word place, I guess. Because we really don't know if this is a real place, but he says that woe is me that I dwell in Meshketh, which is M-E-S-H-E-C-H. This Egyptian equivalent is Meshketh. Now, Meshketh in the Egyptian is a place it's a name that signifies a sojourning or a purifying, which basically was the Egyptian purgatory. Whether you believe in purgatory or not, but that's what it translates to. It was basically the Egyptian purgatory. And on it, in that place, was a ladder, a staircase, like I said before, a ladder, a staircase. Some translators say it was a mountain, or a mountain. There were, and I'm trying to break it down, there were basically different levels of the underworld. Some people believe even in the Hebrew, it's the place, Sheol. The Bible, in the book, especially mainly in the book of Psalms, there's a lot about Sheol, where the bosom of Abraham. Sheol in the Egyptian equivalent is the Mensa. So if you read that, sometimes you'll see, I know in this translation they say I'm in T or I'm in Tug, same thing. I Amenta was the same, was the equivalent of the Hebrew Sheol. So many places in the passage of Psalms, you hear them talk about how he's dwelling in David, or whoever wrote that song was talking about dwelling in Sheol, and he's crying out to God for help. He's crying out to God. So how long will you allow me to dwell among sinners? And how long will you allow me to dwell upon them? Specifically in verse 20, not verse 20, in Psalm 120, he says that my soul has dwelt too long with one who makes peace. I am for peace. And the book of the dead, soot, like I said, was equivalent of Satan. Soot was that. Was Satan or the devil. In the book of Isaiah, it's spelled 675, I believe, it says that soot is the one who hates peace. Whenever Osiris, who's called Umm-Nefer, or the good being, whenever he established something in the ancient mythology, soot or Set went behind it and destroyed it. That's why he was jealous of his brother, and that's why he betrayed his brother, kind of like how Jews betrayed Jesus. It's not the same thing, but you're seeing the betrayal of someone close to you, or someone you consider your friend or like your brother. Which David does talk about in with the Psalms, how the man he ate with, and he shared, who he walked to the temple where his turned up his heel against me. We see that a lot throughout the Psalms. And it could have been a literal person, or it could have been, metaphorically speaking. So we see that soot is the one that hates peace, and he's every time Osiris, who's a god of peace, established something, because Horus, and sometimes Horus and his father Osiris were interchangeable. So one was just the image of the other, or sometimes they'll say Horus was the reincarnation of Osiris. When Horus or Osiris, he was named as specifically Horus is known as Hotep. Sometimes people accurately say Hotep, but when you read people,
Joseph. Did you say Joseph or Hotep?
Hotep.
Oh, okay.
King or prince. And then so we know that Horus is known as the prince, the king of peace. Just like Yeshua or Jesus is known as the Prince of Peace. So since Set was opposite of everything Horus or his father Osiris did, if Horus was the king or the Prince of Peace, he was opposite, it was against peace. So what I'm saying is that, like I just said, because they'll go back and say it was plagiarized. So what I'm saying that the ancient Hebrews and the mindset of ancient Hebrews wasn't that they were, let's steal this, let's take that. You understand what I'm saying? That they weren't saying, we're going to steal this and write this, we're going to steal this and form our religion. No, it was not like that. Also, too, when it says that, and I don't want to get off track, but I do want to mention this, where it specifically says in certain books that they were not Negro. This may sound silly, but it's true. When they say that they were not Negro, like I say, he divides, I think it's I just want to establish this right quick, because I used to do the same thing as well. So you have, here's one drawing. This is actual. This line represents the Sahara Desert, which originally was the desert. Above we have the buildings, things like that. Below this we have South Africa, which is part of West Africa. When they say that those were not Negroes, they'll say that Egyptians were Africans, but not Negroes. Specifically because Negro relates to us here in America. You know, people call Africans, people call them Negroes. Oh. So when they say that those weren't Negroes, they're basically saying that, no, those were black slaves. Those were when it comes to West Africa, they'll say, yes, those were Negroes. There's a story, you can go on YouTube and type in Puerto Rican man interviewed by UFO. In 1988, there was a Puerto Rican man who said he had been abducted by a UFO. And it's a real interview. They were interviewing him in 1988. He said that when he was in the spacecraft, whatever like that, he saw black people, that they were the ones in the UFO. And they cut the camera, and you see for yourself, they cut the camera, but the interview, his mic is still on. He was a white man. And he told the Puerto Rican man, he said, say that they were black, but say that they weren't Negro. So then when the camera comes on, the Puerto Rican man says that, yeah, I saw black people, but they weren't Negro. Now, why did he have to specifically say that they weren't Negro? See, because whenever you have, mainly here us in America, slaves in America, they don't want you to really identify yourself with nothing greatness. Just like I've come into contact with a bunch of people when I used to debate for color with Yeshua or Jesus. They'll say, oh, he was a dark-skinned man, but he wasn't a black man, you see. Or he was a dark-skinned man, but he wasn't a Negro. Because when you think of black man, what is specifically that you think? Us here in America. Also, Jesus, he couldn't have been no black man, or he couldn't have been no Negro. So I just wanted to establish that when it's saying that when many scholars, historians, whoever say that those weren't Negroes, it's not specifically saying that they know that we're the Israelites. Because obviously, some of them don't, just like some of us don't know. So we have to understand that they're not specifically saying that those Israelites. It's saying that the Negroes of America, those that had nothing to associate with them, they actually dug up the body of Ramses III, who many people knew was around the time of the Exodus, and they found that he carried the Y DNA chromosome. Y DNA chromosome specific to West Africa. And they found that this actually just took place December 2000, the end of December 2012, that 55% of African American men carried the same Y chromosome in America. And that a study done last year around October, November, says that the Y chromosome, the scientists said the Y chromosome of black men goes back further than what they originally thought. And the scientist, he said, well, it upsets a lot of what we thought, what we believe, but we just have to deal with it. Why? You don't see them, and I want to establish this, you don't see them going to Israel digging up people in the Bible. You don't. But you do see them going to Egypt digging up people. Why? Because they want to make them know where these people black, where these people Negroes. When they found out that this King Ramses, who was the son of Ramses II, had DNA related to a black African, that's what they're called, the West Africans, black Africans, then, so then does that make, since we are the Israelites, we carry the Y chromosome, and according to the Bible, Egyptians were the sons of Ham, right? We're supposed to be something totally opposite. So I just want to put it out there for my time.